All right, this question is for everyone who has boycotted Target so far. The statement that if you do not value me, then you do not value my dollar is so loud right now. I mean deafening, which is so powerful. Such a powerful example of what people with a common interest can achieve. I mean, you have seen their comment section, you have seen the aisles in the stores, you have seen the reactions from their stakeholders. Is there anything that Target could do that would actually make you go back? We have a saying in the Yoruba culture in Nigeria where I grew up that I will translate. The saying goes, if you leave a place and you say good night, you don't come back and say, hey, good evening. The Yoruba people are a very proud people, by the way. I am also aware that that is a huge blanket statement and it will not apply to every situation. But I am curious, is there anything that they would do that would ever make you go back? What's next? What's the ask? Are there terms and conditions? What needs to change? And I'm not talking about performative change because we've been there before. And if that is a no, absolutely nothing, you are like my Yoruba people, let me know in the comments too.
It's Good Friday and I have some good news. Target, y'all have messed up so bad that y'all have managed to turn this boycott into a breakup. The fact that I have not walked in a Target since this boycott began is something that makes me so proud of myself and also makes me realize that I never need to go back. There is nothing at Target that I haven't figured out some way to survive without. What a lot of Black people aren't understanding is why we have this heat for Target that we don't seem to have for other businesses. What about Amazon? What about Walmart? First of all, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. Target played in our faces. We knew Amazon wasn't shit. We knew Walmart wasn't shit. But Target, we were rooting for you. After George Floyd, you pledged all this money, you rolled out all of these programs, you partnered with all of these Black brands, you carried all of this merchandise. We were really proud to shop at Target. And for you to throw us out the window at the first stop up the road just means that it was all fake. And now that we know that you are who we thought you were, we have to now act accordingly. So, sorry.
These Daisy Duck shirts that Target are releasing to try to get us back, it's not gonna cut it. And I'm so disappointed in all these Black influencers that I see trying to say that, oh, I'm working, I'm doing it for the bag. Like, all money's not good money, sis. And you just got canceled in my eyes because what? Like, really? Like, nobody else is shopping at Target right now. That's why they called you, sis. I'm not hating, it's just facts. It's facts. You have to stand on something, and I don't want to follow people that don't stand on nothing. Where's your morals? Where's your values? And I mean, listen, to some extent, I get it, because it's like, dang, you must really be struggling, and you really need that money from Target. They really must be paying you good at the fact that, like, you're doing this when we all decided we're supposed to be boycotting. So, you know, I'm not trying to outside looking in, I don't know why you're doing it, but the only explanation I can come up with is you really must be in some financial issues that you really need this bag from Target, because it's like, what are you doing? Like, no.
I'm so embarrassed. I am in Target because I was gonna come return something. I'm the only in here. I am so sure they're wondering what I'm doing here. It's not even funny. I'm so embarrassed. The more I keep walking, I was like, y'all standing on business. Y'all standing on business. It's like somebody dropped something brown on a white piece of paper. Boy, I'm standing out. I gotta get up.
Ariana, what are you doing here?
Don't even worry about a return. Okay, there you go. He's Latina. Hurry up and get out of here too. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I literally feel out of place now. And I'm not one to prove a point by going somewhere and being like, uh-oh, I'm so different. Oh, okay, never mind. There goes one of my peoples. Let my people go. I must say, though, it's not as packed. Really, you can hear a pin drop in here. Let me hurry up and get out of here. Aren't we there yet?
I'm so sorry. I have to laugh. Target thinking that the solution to them rolling back on DEI is scheduling a meeting with their CEO and Al Sharpton because people are boycotting is a little hilarious, because respectfully, no shade to Reverend Al Sharpton, power to the people, but Al Sharpton is not the spokesperson for Black America. More importantly, I would argue a huge part of this movement and the mobilization of it happened on social media, and Al Sharpton does not necessarily represent the generation that is pulling back their dollars from Target. I would also like to point out, let's say Target apologizes and acknowledges that this might not have been a smart business move. You offended your base, your consumer base. I would also argue that because they're losing that much dollars, like Black people are not the only people boycotting Target. But that's neither here nor there. Let's say they apologize. Let's say they acknowledge that doing that, especially so publicly, was a mistake. The reality is the apology would only matter if there's action and creating an infrastructure that allows their new brands, whether they're Black owned or not, to actually thrive on their shelves. Because just being a Black owned brand on a Target shelf isn't enough for you to actually do well as a business. And what happens is a lot of these brands get so excited about being at a Target and they have to scale to Target's demand and create an inventory that accommodates Target's consumer numbers. They end up not doing well and actually going under because they cannot afford to accommodate being in Target, but they also aren't necessarily selling at the rate they need to sell in order to just break even. So if Target, the multi-billion-dollar corporation, really wanted to make an apology, they should do a formal apology, but also create an infrastructure for brands entering Target, whether they are Black owned, women owned, or literally owned by anybody, that allows those brands to actually thrive on their shelves rather than just take up space in order to not sell and be removed from the shelf.
The fact that I haven't been to Target in months and my life has genuinely not changed is actually making me sick to my stomach to think about, because I used to be somebody who would go to Target on a weekly basis, sometimes probably twice a week, and I would go in for body wash and then come out with a cart full of stuff, and I was spending easily over $100 there, probably like 3 to 4 times a month. And I wouldn't even think twice about it because my intention was to go in there buying necessities. And then if I came out with a couple of other things, like who cares? But now in hindsight, I haven't gone into Target in months. My life has literally not changed at all. So I'm thinking about all that money that I was trashing before, and I'm actually like disgusted in myself. Like, girl, we are in a recession, okay? Times are tough. And the fact that I thought it was okay to go into Target and frivolously spend so much money for no reason, just for vibes, like, that is so crazy. Honestly, this boycott was the best thing that's ever happened to me and my wallet.
So the CEO of Target is having a sit down with Reverend Al Sharpton to try to get us to stop boycotting Target stores. Let me repeat that one more time in case you missed it. The CEO of Target, is having a sit down with Reverend Al Sharpton to try to get us to stop boycotting their stores. First of all, I just want to say, no disrespect to Reverend Al Sharpton. He has been around for a very long time, and he has genuinely helped a lot of people. That being said, I could also argue that he has not helped a substantial amount of people and instead decided to center himself in the spotlight. But I'm not going to have that argument right now. That's not what this is about, We're talking about this current situation. I just think the fact that it is 2025 and the CEO of Target's go-to move, his way of fixing this situation, where they're losing all of this money because we stopped coming into their stores, the fact that he thinks speaking to Reverend Al Sharpton will end with him telling us to go back to the stores, everything is fine, and we will all just listen and do that, tells you all you need to know about what they know about us and our community. Clearly they're uneducated, but here's the thing. They could very easily educate themselves and know more. If, I don't know, you had Black folks, even women in positions of power in some of these board meetings that you're having, for instance, to tell you how this might turn out. Actually, here's the kicker. If you would have already had some of us in these positions, you probably wouldn't be in this position to begin with. But who am I? Pay me no attention. Just go ahead, have your little sit down, and let me know how that works out for you.
To Pastor Jamal Brown and all your shepherds, you ain't got to worry about nobody boycotting Target for 40 days. I've been doing it for 31 years, okay? I went in there the first time this year just to see what all the hype was about, because everybody said, oh, Target has the most deals. For who? The pilgrims? Because that's not for us. And y'all talking about they done took all the black people products off the shelf. Why is y'all in there for Shea Moisturizer anyways? Target? Go to the beauty supply store. They 2 for $8. Absolutely not. You got to have a 401k that's at $1 million and the credit score at 800 to shop in Target. You literally have to be a celebrity. Seriously. Yeah, absolutely not. I'm talking about I walk through the doors and I can hear my ancestors say, get back, my child, and slap the back of my neck. Absolutely. Hell no. You walk in there now, I bet you they'll tap you on your shoulder, come with me, all because you sneezed. First of all, Target got a Starbucks and a Krispy Kreme in there. How did you put 2 of the most expensive places in one store? It's no either or. You can't get neither one of them. If you're going to shop at Target, you can't go to any one of them places in there. Then you got the shirts that's $500 for one shirt, and you go to Walmart and it's $298. What's in this fabric that's not in this fabric? It's the same shirt. I never liked the Target. It's just expensive for no reason. Absolutely not. And another one need to boycott, Walmart. Why is 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals $600? I thought shopping was a pleasure. This is a nightmare. Yeah, I'm having body shakes and chills every time I get to the register. I'm crying. This is no pleasure here. Like, I'm just going to start building and creating my own stuff. My children want toys. I'm finna get out there and just create sticks, and y'all play with that. Hell.
Why is everybody back at Starbucks? I'm seeing so many posts of people with their little coffees, with their little Starbucks in hand, like doing whatever. Why is everybody back at Starbucks? Did I miss something? Was there like news or a memo or something? What happened? Because I thought as long as they were supporting Palestinian occupation, as long as they were union busting, as long as they were treating their employees poorly, I thought we were boycotting Starbucks. I didn't know that just ended because y'all got tired. Never mind the fact that I thought that we as like a people are just like ridiculously broke right now. So I'm not sure why you'd want to spend $5, $6, $7 on a drink anyway from a place that I thought we were boycotting when you could spend that same amount of money at maybe like a local coffee shop, support people in your own community. And don't get me wrong, it's been a minute since the boycott started. We also started boycotting McDonald's at the same time, and as a person who used to love McDonald's, sometimes I drive by and I'm like, man, that's crazy. You don't see me driving into a McDonald's, much less making content with my McDonald's, because we're boycotting. So I thought we were boycotting Starbucks, but every day I get on here and I see more and more people back with their little Starbucks cups. What happened? Did I miss something? I mean, I know the girls love a little treat, but you can't get a treat from nowhere else? Really?